Hey fabulous fourth graders, we're going to be working on your story What Joe Did, and the pattern this week deals with adding the S or the ES at the end of the word to make the word plural. Plural means more than one. So if we have one hat and then we add an S to the end of it, then that makes it plural, hats, more than one. So we're going to be looking at several different spelling patterns for when do we add an S, when does it say the S sound, when does the S say the Z sound, and when do we add an ES. So all of that is going to be on a couple of these cards that we'll go over first. So the S, the plural S, is going to say the S sound when the word ends in an unvoiced consonant, like a P, a T. All of those sounds we do not turn our voice on, so they're voiceless. So we use the voiceless S sound. The S at the end of the word will say the Z sound when the word ends in a voiced consonant or a vowel, because all vowels are voiced. So if your voice turns on at the end of the word, then you're going to add the S, but it's going to say the voiced Z sound. When the word ends in a K, like for the X, the S, the Z, the Ch, the Sh, or the J sound, then you're going to add the ES, and it's going to have the S sound. So it's going to have the short S and the S sound. Let me add the brief to the top of that so we know that it's saying the short S sound. Then the ES at the end of a word is going to be pronounced as a Z when the word ends in a consonant and then a Y. There's actually two different rules for the Y. Let me show you that. The Y rule. It's on page 266 of the Phoneme Grapheme Mapping book. If the letter before the final Y is a vowel, you will keep the Y and then add the suffix. The suffix is the ending, or the plural S or ES. If the word ends with a consonant and then the final Y, you will change the Y to an I and add ES, except for when the suffix begins with an I, like an ing. But we're not dealing with any INGs. It's all plural S and ES. So as we go through our words, I will bring these cards up so that we can take a look at it and learn these patterns. I have our words grouped by each one of these, so you can see those words grouped together and learn them as a group. So let's get started. We're going to use this base word and suffix pattern grid. This one will help us see the patterns better than the individual sound boxes. This page can be found on my Edmodo page in the 4th grade 2.1 story. This is the code if you want to join my group. That's where all my forms are. The first base word is month. Month. We need to make that more than 1 month, so we need to add a plural. The last sound is, it's a quiet sound. So it's unvoiced consonant sound. So we're going to add an S, and it says unvoiced, unvoiced final consonant sound. The next one is teammate. Team mate. That is one word. Now, the silent E makes the A in front of it say it's long sound, but the last sound that we hear is not the silent E, it's the T sound. T is an unvoiced consonant. Unvoiced consonant, we add the S and it says S. Now when you write the word for your spelling test, or when you're writing the word, when you're writing an essay or something, and you have a silent E, you will not drop the E to add the S. In fact, let me just do this. The E has to stay there because it's part of the base word, helping that A say its long sound. You will leave the leave the E there and add the S. The next word is tax. Tax. The X says the K sound. Remember on the card, the K sound over here on the right hand side? K. Because it ends in a K sound, we're going to add the ES, and it's going to say S. Taxes. Taxes. The next base word is sandwich. Sandwich. The ch is the last sound of our base word. The ch is right here. We will add the ES, and it says S. Sandwiches. Sandwiches. The next base word is scratch. Scratch. The ch sound at the end of a single syllable word following a single short vowel is spelled with a TCH. This one is following a short vowel, but it's not a one syllable word. That's a two syllable word. That's why witch and sandwich is not spelled with a WITCH, because it's more than one syllable. One vowel in scratch, one syllable word. It's short, so ch is spelled with a TCH. Just to let you know why that's happening. The last sound in scratch is the ch sound, so we're going to add the ES, and it says S. Scratches. The next one is bunch. Bunch. That's a short U. It's a one syllable word, but the ch is following consonants. You see that? The ch is following a consonant, not the short vowel. So we do not spell the ch in this word with a TCH. It's only when it's directly behind the single short vowel. The last sound is ch. That's right here on our card. We'll add the ES, and it says S. Bunches. The next base word is friend. That's an unusual vowel team. The IE sounds like egg, the short S sound. Friend. The last sound is d. My voice is on for that one. So following a voiced consonant, we'll add the S, but it says the Z sound. So we write the S, but if you want to, over on the side with the virgules or the sound lines, when we put those slash marks, that means whatever's on the inside, we say the sound, not the letter name. So this would be friends. The next base word is costume. To make that a long oo, we need the silent E. And it makes the U say its long sound oo. Costume. The last sound is When I say my voice is on. Because it's voiced, we'll add the S, and it says the Z sound. We add the S, and it says Z. Costumes. Just like in the word teammate, that silent E is there. We do not take away the E when we add our suffix ending S. We leave it there, but know that it is silent. Remember, the silent E does not say a sound. It's making the vowel in front of it say its long sound. Let's do 2 more on this video, and then we'll go to part 2. The next base word is monkey. 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 Hey, I see a Y. That means I need to bring up my Y rule card. Let's scoot this up. Move my light. There we go. So, monkey has a long E sound. If the letter, it does not say the sound, it says if the letter before the final Y is a vowel, you will keep the Y and add the suffix. We will keep the Y and add the suffix S. Monkeys. And because it's a Y and it's a long E sound, the long E sound is a vowel, and we have a vowel sound. We add S, and it says the Z sound. Monkey, Z. So you see why you need to know both of these cards. We need to know when it says this, when it says Z, and when we add the ES and it says ES, and then we need to know about the vowels. The next base word is play. Play has the long A sound. The letter before the final Y is a vowel. We keep the Y and add the suffix S. The vowel sound, A, is voiced, so we say the voiced version, which is Z, plays. Alright guys, we're going to stop part 1 so we can go to part 2. I'll leave this right here so you can get caught up on the words if I've gone too fast for you. I'll see you in a little bit.